Hey everybody, welcome back to another review. Today we have the ultra rare and ultra awesome Sagat statue from Pop Culture Shock. This is one of the few PCS exclusives direct from them back in the days. So this is semi old school. So stay tuned, and as usual, before we proceed, let's go back to the beginning for a semi unboxing and assembling. Okay. Alright guys, the box is pretty small for such a large statue. So it's very simple. You get the statue itself, one head instead of the standard two heads, and then just the base. Okay, so that's it. Very compact. And moving over here, since this is the super duper ultra pop culture shock exclusive. There's only 85 of them that's ever made, and you get Jerry Macaluso's autograph there. Okay, so the box is gonna be your standard box that I think they sold this through Sideshow Collectibles back in the days. So the box will be the same. The only difference is you get that head with the pants. So I guess since there's only 85 of them, they didn't want to do like a whole new color box with that. So that's what the regular would have looked like. Okay, and you get a little bit of details there about the character. This is nice. I love the little bio and stuff that I guess companies should be doing. And then when you get this back then, you get the eye patch. Okay. And the I believe Player 2 was the other exclusive. Very nicely done. And this is based on Street Fighter 4 games. Okay, so let's assemble the statue. Alright, so we start off with the overly complicated and elaborate base, as you can see. It's a one pegger. So, the more statues should be or should come with a base like this. Okay, so we'll put the statue on. Right, so the statue's on. Like I said, it's a one pegger. And then this thing right here, you can just not have it under his feet if you wanted to. So that's the nice attention to detail. And I guess this is one version in Street Fighter 4 with Sagat sporting this yoga or capri pants. So it's really nice. I mean, it feels like it's, yoga pants, or capri if you want to call it that. Okay, so, and as you can see, there's good muscle definition. This is an excellent sculpt. Bonus, it's a hand sculpted piece, not like the modern pieces now where they're digitally sculpted. Okay, and this is Sagat's head. Ta-da! So the only disappointment is you only get one head. Of course, with that outfit you don't get the eye patch. Okay, so it's got this piece of I guess cloth that's covering his presumably damaged eye in a fight with somebody. And then all we're gonna do is attach it here. Bam! That's it. Okay. So you only get this head with this version. Okay. And then going down, I don't have one of those wonky toes that I guess was going on with some of the pieces. So it's really nicely done. I love this capri pants. And I wish I had gotten the other two, but at the time I just wanted this piece. So getting all three would have been nice. Okay, so let me get you a closer look at the face. And I think the only difference was the EX had the open mouth, with the teeth and everything. And this is mixed media. It's done really well. It's sculpted here, but then they did the semi-cloth. So it gives you that realism. Same here. Sculpted, but then cloth here. Okay. Alright, so let's take it out for 360, and then we'll go to the final scorecard. Alright guys, it's 360 time. So we'll go clockwise and then we'll go back to counterclockwise for you to see. I just can't get over how awesome the sculpt is, and it's hand sculpted too. So it's just like Sagat. Okay, so let's have a closer look and then we'll go to our first category. For our first category, we have sculpting. So as you can see, this is an awesome piece. It's just so fantastic. You know, it looks like Sagat came right out of the video game. I think John Cleary might have sculpted this. I don't remember. It's been quite a few years. I suppose I can just look it up. But as you can see, it looks like, you know, it's Sagat. You know, I know a lot of sculpt done nowadays. They're just over exaggerated. Like, you know, a character will have a outfit on, and then you see like all of these muscle, right? Like he doesn't have any, I guess, outfit on. But this one, because Sagat is, you know, I guess naked on the top part, so all of the muscle works. Okay, and then you can see underneath that. I don't know if you can, but you can sort of see veins. This is done before translucent, I guess, material. So they did a really good job. If you go back to my some of my other videos, you can see it's translucent resin used. So it's really nice. You know, it's like it's layers, and then you can sort of see this, but this is done before that. Okay. And then going from top to bottom, nice six-pack abs, nice attention to details. That's presumably the scar that Ryu gave him in the fight. And then, of course, you don't see any of the leg muscle, but trust me, it's underneath there. And then going down, even you have veins there. It's really nicely done. Okay. And let me give you a bottom up. Okay, so sculpting wise, no issue here. Everything just works out perfectly, and this is very apt for the character. Okay, and this statue is pretty big. It's 21 inches, so it's almost like it's bigger than quarter scale, as you can see. But because the character is like what 7'4", according to the stat, you're gonna have a bigger character, I guess, scope, like the other Street Fighter characters might be like that high or something. Okay, so for sculpting, I would give this a 10 out of 10, as you can see with the muscle. I think Cleary, I'd like to say John Cleary, did this very well. Okay, and as like I said, as a bonus, it's hand sculpted. Okay, so 10 out of 10 for sculpting. Next category we have is fit and finish. So that includes any paint app or, you know, if you have mixed media like this, how well it fits. And as you can see, the yoga pants fits very well. You know, it's molded in. The material feels like it's the yoga pants, okay? So this is mixed media done right. And then I guess you can undo his pants if you, if you want to see what's underneath, okay? And then, you know, you get some wrinkles there. And then you can see the muscle underneath, and that's how it should be. Okay, so I wish, you know, like some of the other I guess characters like with outfits on, you know, have a little bit more shading, something like this. Obviously, if they're not using mixed media, but you know, having this and then just painting over the outfit just kind of sucks. Though it's not very realistic. But anyway, so the paint wise, you don't have a lot that can go wrong. Even his eye is white. Okay, and then I guess it should have like an eyeball, because I don't know, maybe he's like all overpowered or something. And then this is done just right. And the only issue is, well, it's unavoidable. Is this you have some gap right there, because you know, obviously this is removable. So what they should have done was, I guess, since this only counts with one head, should have just had it done, you know, fused it in or something and fill in the gap. However, they're probably getting like a bunch of these base Sculpt, and then they're just putting on the pants. Okay. And then I guess if you have the other Sagat statue, you can just switch out the head to the one eye patch. So that's pretty cool. So I guess it's cheaper for them to do it this way. Okay. So fit and finish wise, I would have to deduct it's unavoidable. Okay, you see like the gap because it's a switch out. I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. Nothing you can do with the gap. Okay, because it's a switch out head. Which you're not getting another switch out, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, no paint issues, no fit issues, so 9.5 for Sagat. Okay, so our next category we have is source material. So this is based off Street Fighter 4 Ultra or Street Fighter 4 Arcade, whatever you want to call it. And this is one of the outfits that you can choose out of, I think, 6. So it looks like it came right out of the video game. Okay, so for source material, I would give this a 10 out of 10. No issues here. Okay. All right, moving on to art direction. This is very apt for the character. Looks like Sagat's getting ready to strike. You can, you can get a jumping tiger knee. You can get one of those tiger energy ball, or he can just do a tiger uppercut. Okay, so I don't have any issue with this. It's very Sagat-y, if you will. So I would give this a 10 out of 10. It's very well done, and it helps that the scope is awesome. Okay, so with our last category, we have accessories. Okay, unfortunately, this statue is gonna take a bath because accessories usually include some form of switch out plus some form of base or attachment. And as you can see, there is no attachment at all, other than the requisite head, or if not, we'd have that. Okay, so one switch out, you can't even call it a switch out head, because without it, he wouldn't have a head. So it would have been nice if they included another one with the eye patch, but then, that wouldn't be true to the source material of this outfit with the capri pants. Okay, so I would give this a worst 5 out of 10 for accessories, because there is pretty much none. There's no attachment. The base is, well, as you can see, it's just a base. There's nothing. Okay, so 5 out of 10 will be the worst score that you can get. Technically, this should be like a 1 out of 10, but we'll go 5 out of 10, worst score. Okay. So overall, not an average. I would give this particular piece a 9.5 out of 10. Accessories notwithstanding, everything works, as you can see. It's very, very well done. The scope is awesome. This looks like it came right out of the video game. If you play Street Fighter 4, and then I don't really have any complaints. I guess other than the edition size, now I will have to comment on that. You have 2 other versions, okay? Well, yeah, you have the regular version, you have the, which I think is the blue trunk, and then you have the yellow trunks that are, player 2, I believe, with the switch out head. And then, of course, you have this ultra rare version. They only made 85 of these, and it's not like you could just log in and buy it. In the old school PCS days, when they ran it through, I guess, you can see nice details right there underneath his feet. So it's all wrinkly, so it's nice. But anyway, so in order to get this, you had to, email PCS, at, I believe, well, in the East Coast, it was 6 o'clock. So West Coast is like 3 hours back, so 3 o'clock. So it was really, the luck of the draw, and you're really dependent on the mercy, I guess, of your internet connection. If you got a slow or laggy connection, you wouldn't get one of these. Okay, and you had to do it by, I think you couldn't do it before 6. So I remember they were using time.org or time.gov time stamp. Okay, so you had to be one of the first, I guess, 85 people to get in. And, you know, a lot of people were complaining and stuff. I sort of miss those days because it was really fun. You literally and figuratively won the lotto if you got one of these or, you know, one of the other ones. That was done really nice. So those were exciting days. Nowadays, I mean, too many products are out for Street Fighter, and I think they've overproduced them. It's a shame, though. So, sorry about that, guys. In my long rambling, I ran out of battery, so I had to switch the battery packs. On a side note, it's always good, you know, when you have you're doing something, especially when you're on the go. Always have at least another super duper big battery pack that I have. Okay, so anyway, to finish, yeah, you know, you had to win the lotto to get this piece, and it was limited to one per, like, this person, unless, you know, you got like a friend or something. And I did feel this is the first lotto that I've ever won, I guess, in my life. I played a lotto, but it sucks. It's like, it's astronomical to try to win like the big game, or not big game, sorry, Mega Million, or you know, Powerball. But this is the first time that I truly thought I won the lotto with this piece. And since there's only 85, you know, it's pretty exclusive. It's even rarer than the Chun-Li, and the black outfit, and you know, the Akumas. Okay, so I guess in conclusion, I would highly recommend picking up this piece if you're a fan, if you don't already have it, because it's kind of pricey, and I don't think this piece will ever be beaten scope wise, the overall piece. And you know, you look at it, it's Sagat. Okay, looks like he came out with the video game. The only issue I would say is, you know, not real issue, but this is a conscious art direction to have a you know, solid base instead of a elaborate or theme base like those Ultra line that they're coming out with, or they're out with already. So I would highly recommend picking up this piece. They pop up on the Bay once in a while. They're not cheap, but this is well worth the money, and you know, you'll be one of the 85 people who actually have this piece. Okay, so thanks for watching, and then we'll see you around next time. That pesky Mary Jane and Spider-Man statue that I've been waiting, it's not coming yet. So whenever that gets through, so we'll go back old school Bowen, maybe throw a couple PCS, and then Sideshow in. Okay, so thanks for watching. Highly recommend you pick up this piece, and we'll see you next time. Bye.